Welcome back to After Hours, everybody. I am your host, Johnny Guns, and today's video is a continuation of last week's video. So if you want to see how we started this project and how we got to where we are today, you'll have to watch last week's video. If you guys don't know, upload new videos every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. So hit the like and subscribe button and the little bell thing so that you know we have new videos up, because there are other videos that pop up randomly. But in today's video, we do multiple things. We finish up the interior sound deadening and reinstall the plastics, pull the old radio out, and start laying out our new sound system. We have a little trip out to my property to show you the progress we're making out there. And a very, very exciting surprise for not just me, but you guys and the channel is we are going to get my 2001 SS Camaro that has been sitting dormant for quite a long time, and I should not have let that happen. I should have finished that car. It is 95% ready to rock and roll, and it is a fully built, top to bottom, front to back, 2001 SS 6-speed car with a turbo, of course. The only thing left on it is the stock bottom end. Everything else has been touched in some way, shape, or form. But we get that thing loaded up and bring it home, so you'll get your first glimpse at another project that is going to be coming to the channel. And I guess that's going to be this episode. Next week's video, you'll have to watch this and I'll tell you what it's all about at the end. Enjoy, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Well, Moose and I got pretty much everything wrapped up. I think it came out pretty good. It's not super neat. I got one more piece to put on right there in the corner, but everything else is done. We already got the roof done too. We're not going to do this piece because I don't want to push the headliner down. So we got the roof done. We got the back all done. We got that side done. The floor has 2 layers on it. The back wall has 2 layers on it. Each door is already done. That has 2 layers on it. And Mr. Moose is ready to go upstairs. He's tired. It's late. Did we do a good job, bub? Yeah? He's been very helpful tonight, as I'm sure you guys have been watching. If you made it this far, you can see my boy here is a big help. Huh. All right, we'll go up to the house, all right? All right, we're gonna lock up the shop. We're calling it for a night tonight. I'm gonna go spend some time with Moose and get my little girl Athena out. She's in her crate resting right now. My wife had to go to work. She got the night shift tonight, so. All right. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. All right, see you guys in a sec. All right, well, I am back. And it was a second for you guys, but it was a day for me. So I got a few hours I can spend in the shop tonight. We did finish up all the insulation. I got the last couple pieces in. We'll put an extra layer right on the center console because it gets really hot right there, and that's like, this area is where our cup holders are going to end up being. So, and electronics. So we want to keep that nice and insulated. So there's actually 3 layers of insulation total right there in that center area. And then we got 2 layers pretty much everywhere else except for here, which we have 1 layer of just the foam difference. So here's our metal, and then 1 layer of foam. So that should help tremendously. Same thing on the roof. Where's the metal? Oh, it'd help if you guys could see. Metal, foam. Huge difference. So that'll make a tremendous sound quality improvement. Not to mention, it'll help with insulation and whatnot. Look, you got a nipple stain. Anyways, we're gonna get on to running some wires. I wanna try to tuck as many of these wires away as we can. Helps if I can control the camera. I'm very scatterbrained. I got, between construction and the truck builds, I got Karma going on, we got HAVOC going on. I have to do maintenance on the 4Runner. We just took Kong and got that inspected and did a nice burnout. And of course, I didn't have my camera. So I'll have to do another one for you guys. Anyways, between all these builds and bidding a new project for the construction company that's really big and finishing up like 4 other ones, we got a lot going on. The brain's scrambled because it's only me doing all this. So I want to tuck a bunch of these wires before we put the carpet in. I want to run my power wire for the amp. I want to run the RCA cables. I want to run speaker wire for the 6x9s, and from the amp to the subwoofer. I want to tuck all that up underneath the carpet, in between the sound deadening and the bottom underneath the carpet. And then we'll poke them out roughly where they got to go. I did a little diagram. This isn't going to work. Let's see if I can do it this way. That's better. So here's my diagram. Here's our engine compartment, radios here, 2 seats. So we're gonna run a power wire for the amp that comes down, and the amp's gonna go partially under behind the driver's seat, so it's easily accessible. So we'll have a power wire coming from there over. We'll find a ground here somewhere. And then we're gonna run, you never try to run your RCA cables with your power wire because you'll get static interference there with the power wire being next to the speaker wires, the RCA wires, same thing. The one that sends the signal and the one that sends the power. Don't put them together. So we have RCAs, I'm gonna drop down and either run seat here and over, or alongside the seat here and over, and pop them up underneath the seat in the carpet. So we got to run those, and then we're going to have speaker wire, same thing. I don't want to come over here with the power, so we're going to run the speaker wire for the 6x9s to the back here, and then right up along the back of the cab behind the edge of the carpet we'll run over and poke out for the other 6x9. So we'll have speaker wire going this way, we'll have power wire to the amp coming in here, RCAs coming in here, and speaker wire coming in here for the sub from the amp. And then the last thing we have is our switch panel wire, which will get powered out here, and then that will run over to the radio area too and pop out there. So that's what we'll do. Look, there's an Athena princess. What are you doing, little girl? Did carpet scare you? Say hi to the people. Say hi, people. Hi, wife. Go get her. Bye. Just got home from shopping. Got us some groceries. So that, and the carpet came out pretty clean. This is all wear. It's not really stains anymore. It's just wear and tear on the edge of the carpet. You see where the foot goes. This is just sun faded over here, but came out really good. The Resolve did great. The little Bissell cleaner did good. And that brush attachment got most of the stains out. The only stain that's still a little prevalent, but it's massively better, is this guy right here. It's very light. I could probably keep attacking it and get some more of it out, but honestly, it's good enough. I'm gonna use this truck as a truck, so ain't gotta be perfect, just gotta be clean. So we're gonna get to popping some wires in. Hopefully this all goes well. See our mirror? You see how horribly delaminated that is? So we're not using this. I actually bought one of those Wolf Box triple camera rear view mirrors. So we'll have a front camera, a dash camera, and a back camera, all on the rear view mirror. I'm hoping they work pretty good. I know some people that have used them or use them currently, and they like them a lot. They're not the cheapest thing, but for what you're getting, you get a lot for the money. So we're gonna give it a shot, because if it works good, I have 4 vehicles I wanna put those in. It would be massively awesome to have, especially in the off-road vehicle, but who doesn't love having a nice backup camera? The head unit has one, which we'll wire in also, but we're definitely gonna hook up that mirror. Oh, there's a moose. A moose is here now. Oh boy. All right, I'll be back. Good morning, everybody. Well, before we get back to HAVOC, we got some running around to do today. I need to go pick up my trailer and my zero turn because we finally finished mowing at the property. Got everything brush hogged, and I threw up a video of that. You can look in back a couple videos and you will find that one. And if you guys enjoy the brush hogging video where I taught my wife how to use that thing, you can leave a comment and I will make a second one because there's a bunch more footage and I wasn't sure if anybody would actually want to watch that, but it was an interesting adventure. The other videos I have are the backside of our field, which was like massively overgrown. It was crazy. We were mowing down like 2 and 3 inch trees and just thick brush and everything else, but it really came out beautiful. So we went over everything twice with the brush hog, and then I brought my zero turn over there and had my good friend over there yesterday mowing the whole day. Josh did a killer job and I think it came out great from the pictures. So we're gonna go check it out ourselves this morning and pick up the mower and my trailer and bring that back to the shop. And we have a resurrection to do, I guess you could say. We're gonna go and see if we can get the forgotten turbo Camaro I have fired up, and then if that thing fires up and we can get that loaded in my car trailer, we're gonna go back and get that today too. So I'll show you guys the property when we get there. Moose and I are on missions today, multiple missions, and then hopefully this afternoon we can get back to HAVOC and get some of that interior put back together, and I can spend the evening and night editing a video for you guys. So yeah, we'll be to the property in a minute. So, quick change of plans. I just thought of something. In case the Camaro doesn't want to fire up and I gotta pull it, before I hook up to a trailer, we're gonna go look at the Camaro first in case I need to drag it out from where it currently is with the truck. And doing that with a trailer in a tight area is never a fun thing. So we're actually pulling back to my Camaro now, and I'll give you guys the first glimpse of this old forgotten project. I'm really looking forward to getting this thing out and bringing it back to life. It's over here at my buddy's shop, kind of sitting in the back. So hope you guys like this thing. We're here. What do you think, Moose? Should we bring the Camaro home? Let's go look at this thing. Definitely gonna need the jump pack. You stay in here, Moose. Oh, you guys got fogged up there for a sec. All right, everybody, you ready? Some of you have seen it, most of you haven't. This is my 2001 SS 6-speed. Love this car. Been my dream car since I was in high school. I graduated in 01, and this is a 2001, and this was the hottest thing on the road back then, outside of maybe what, a Z06 Corvette, because Mustangs weren't touching it, because the Terminators didn't come out until 03. So this was the monster of the streets. I'll give you guys a rundown on this car a little bit later, but just know it's front to back, got everything just about in it. So, all right, let's see if she'll turn over. Well, I don't know if any of that recorded, but she's firing up and she only runs for a split second and then it dies right back out, but everything sounds awesome. It just seems like it's not getting fuel, but we got good oil pressure, so I know everything's safe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right in reverse, start it and let out the clutch and let it go back a couple feet each time. And we gotta get it back over there, so when I bring my trailer in, I can back my trailer in here and then we can just winch the car in. But look how nasty and dirty she is. Just full of leaves and everything else. This car had no rust on it. The underside was super clean, and we literally rebuilt everything. So let's see if my idea works. Let's see if we can roll it backwards. I think we might have overheated the jump pack. Let this thing cool down for a second and then we'll try it again. Well, we might be pushing it. Hopefully she'll roll. I don't know if the brakes are seized up on it. she doesn't roll nice. She's a heavy, heavy girl. Well, tires are almost flat. All right, when we come back, we're gonna bring another jump pack and an air compressor and the car trailer with the winch. Yes! Let's go get my lawnmower. Really happy with everything. We'll go drive over and take a look at the other side. We've got a little under 7 acres here, so nothing crazy, but it's peaceful. Moose, calm down, bud. I know, we're just gonna get our tractor and leave. So I have 2 sections of field, and this ridge that is a giant shell knob kind of separates the two. But yeah, nice all this came out. And property goes from that tree line over there on the right down to just inside that tree line down there and all the way over there to where that brush is. But yeah, it's severely overgrown. We left some of the bigger trees. Like this one I didn't want to run my brush hog over. That thing's 4 inches in diameter. I'm not trying to hurt my brush hog. Chancy pants, calm down, Moose. So if you guys don't know Moose, the shop manager, his real name is Chance because he was a wedding gift for my wife on our wedding day that she had no idea about. It was a surprise. He was 3 months old. I rescued him with the help of my sister-in-law. And I had told my wife previously, because she wanted a dog of her own, that there was no chance we were getting another dog until we owned our own house. And at the time, we were renting this awesome little cottage in the woods. This hill is really steep. And so she had no idea we were getting a dog because I was adamant about no more dogs because we had my boy Zeus, who we lost about 2 years ago now. Had no idea, and she knew I was adamant about not getting a dog. So the puppy was an awesome wedding surprise. And he's turned into an amazing companion, and we love him. So we got a pile of locust logs over here and then a couple other random trees mixed in, but most of that's locust. And then I got some of my extra construction materials over here. But let's get hooked up to this trailer and load up the mower. Yep, as I figured. My buddy's truck who brought this over here sits a lot lower than this F350 does. So we gotta crank it up. Let's let the Moose out. He wants to run around. Oh, you're just gonna jump out, huh? I guess he's in a rush. I usually pick him up so he doesn't do that. Hi, buddy. You happy now? Yeah? Good boy. Watch your nose. What's the matter, Moose? What? Come on up. You can do it. Come on. Old man's hips don't work like they used to. Old legs don't work like they used to, huh, Bubby? I don't know what kind of tangled mess this is, but Jesus. Help me understand what on earth, how does this even happen? I don't understand ratchet straps and people. Why is it like, doesn't have to be. Oh, come on. Get that in the middle. Almost done. All right, Moose, you ready? This is, you guys wanna see why I work out? This is why. You ready, bud? When you got a 100-pound old man, come on, you can still do it, bud. Get your paws up there. Let's do it for the people. You ready? Good boy. Right, buddy? We're gonna bring this thing home. We're gonna get the car trailer and we're gonna go save the Camaro. Yeah, get some air in these tires. This poor thing's seen better days, that's for sure. Poor car. All right, at 28 pounds in each tire, so it rolls a little better. Now I get to try and find a place to actually hook this thing up to, which will be the most difficult part for sure. Let's give it another shot trying to jump it. We hit the override, put this right in the middle for now. We'll see if we can, even if it don't start, if we can just get it up to the trailer a little better. Every little bit will help. No, nothing, let's see if, all right. Now we should have some juice. The ground wasn't hooked up all the way. Yep, nothing. Let's try again. Nope. All right, looks like winching it is. Figured that. Now the fun part. Let's see if we can hook this thing up. I think I can get it on this lower control arm, which is fine as long as you're not towing it and just winching it onto the trailer because it rolls nice. Cobwebs and spider webs and flying things. It just goes up the ramp and just touches the lower lip. You can see she's like right on the trailer, but it's not putting any bad pressure on it. So just turn this wheel, get her set back straight. Turning these wide tires without the steering is a bit of a bear on the dirt, but it shouldn't be too bad on the rubber in the trailer. So I wonder if I can get enough power to put the window down, because that would be very helpful. Let's try that. Let's hook it up and see if we can get enough juice to at least get the window down. Doesn't look like it. Let's turn the key off and re-hook up the jump pack. I forgot to grab the other jump pack while I was at the house. All right, let's see if she'll at least let me get this window down. Yes, awesome. That's all we needed. Now I can close the door and still get to the steering wheel. I gotta put one of the wireless winch controllers on this thing. Back and forth, back and forth. This is where having a friend comes in handy. You can just let them sit in the car and steer. It's not leaking anything, it's just rainwater from sitting in it. It's crazy how wide this car is. It's wider than the Trailblazer even, believe it or not. All right, I think that's really good. Now we can straighten it out a little more. Right there. All right, this should be the final pull. Then we can throw a couple straps on it. Beautiful. In case anybody's wondering, these are Vulcan car straps. They have a protector for the wheel, and then what you do is, instead of using hooks, cinch the strap down around the wheel, and this side has the hook to go right there, and then you feed your strap through the ratchet end and you cinch it down that way, just like that. I really like these straps. They're pretty affordable too. They're not a very expensive strap. I forgot what I paid for them, but they're definitely a nice strap if this is how you tie down your car. Now, they won't work for you guys that actually have axle mounted hooks. So my S10 that we're building, Parma, that actually has tie down hooks on the rear leaf spring mounts. So I couldn't use these straps on that unless I wanted to actually just go through the wheel, but it's kind of silly when you have actual tie down points on your axle. All right, cool. She's in. Look how disgusting this thing is. This breaks my heart. I can't believe I let this thing sit for so long. Shame on me. Life got in the way, and then we started other projects, and here we are. What am I gonna do? We're gonna make it right. We're gonna get this thing breathing some fire and back to life. And yes, there's a turbo in it. So it's gonna be all right. It's hot. I'm sweating through all my clothes. All right, we're only going a few miles up the road. We are not far from my shop, actually. So I'm gonna finish buttoning this thing up, and I'll see you guys back at the shop.
You swipe left on my heart like a Tide app. Two-step verification, but you knew the trap. Said,
what on earth is this mess? What do we have going on here? I don't even know what all this is. What is going on with all of this? Someone decided to use a whole roll of electrical tape on this. That's now all melted and sticky and gummy. I'm certain this head unit's been in here for quite a long time. Alright, they got a mess going on in here. Now, there's something funky with the Canyons and Colorados that you have this extra red wire here that has to get tied in to a circuit in there. So I'm assuming that's what this is. It's tied in back somewhere to this wire. So I am just going to leave that for now. I'm not sure what's going on here with these guys, but we're going to leave all that. All of it worked. So I'm probably just going to snip this here. This is the aftermarket head unit from that radio. And then I'm pretty sure I unplug this part from here and our new one plugs into this. And I don't know what that one is for. It wasn't plugged into anything, but it's original wiring, so we'll have to figure that out too. But for now, we've got all this out. We'll unplug that, and we're just gonna lay this up here, and then at least we can get all our wires run where they gotta be. So let's work on that. We'll move this stuff out of here. I'm gonna clean this. We'll set the old radio aside. We'll leave that stuff up there. Let's get to running some wires. Oh God, can I get out? Ow. Oh, it hurts. Oh, that's better. Bad knees. Getting old. Be climbing around like that in there. On to the next. All right, we're getting back into this thing. Now, carpet was a little damp, so I threw it over the engine yesterday. It's nice and dry now. We're gonna grab this thing, fold it in half. We'll throw it back in the truck. Now that we got all our wires run, I think that we have to run. I don't know if we have anything else, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully we don't have to take it back out. All right, let's get this thing in the truck. What do you guys say? We're one step closer. Which way does it go? It goes this way. All right, watch out. I already know, without a shadow of a doubt, that this is gonna be a royal pain right in the buttocks. This thing has to go like this. Come on. This is why we take carpets out of our race vehicles. This thing weighs a ton. Getting closer. Let's get this plastic here out of the way, and then push that down, and start scooching this up where it's got to be. Moo, you gonna get that side for me, bud? All right. I think you got to use your thumbs that you don't have. Good boy. All right. I do need you to get out this time. You can't really help me this time, bud. I promise you can go for a ride later. You're a good boy. We're not going anywhere yet, but you got to get out. Don't look at me like that. Come on. Out. You can get your hair all over the carpet after it's installed. Good boy. He's got to be involved. Come on. That goes like that. We got all our wires tucked where they got to go. This tucked here. I think that just goes like that. This one goes down like that. I feel like something's off. That's got to go there. Something's not right. It's still got to go forwards. Let's get the other side. No chance. You gotta stay out for a minute, bud. Watch out. You can help me later. All right. Well, that's where that's got to go, like that. Now, this is the tricky part here is we need to, you guys looking at my ass? Here, I don't know where to put you. How about that? No, Moose. I'm gonna have to lift this back up on this side, and we gotta get all our wires fed up and out through this old hole that's existing here. Now that we got it pretty much where it's gotta be, all our wires gotta get fed up through there. So here's one. Pull this up through. All right. Now, let's see here. All right. That don't look too bad. Cool. So we got our amp power wire here. We got our RCA here. And we got a remote turn on for the amp. And then we have our old Moose. No. Come on. Out. Come on, big guy. No, that's in. I said out. You're making a lot of appearances in this video. You were in the other one a lot too. I know you're very helpful. Yes, that's your paw. I love you. You're a good boy. If you don't baby talk your dog, I don't know. We can't be friends. Where's your baby? Yes, you my big baby. Yes, good boy. This truck doesn't drive, buddy. We're not going anywhere in it. You comfy? Love you, big guy. Where are we gonna put this ground, man? I'm thinking maybe right on a seat mount. What do you think? I think it's a good idea too. Come on out. We can put it right in on that bolt there, or we can, I'll get this sorted and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we got all carpet all set. We got our wires all pulled up that we need to pull up. We'll figure out the amp ground afterwards. And before we can do any of the plastics in here, you guys saw my mirror was totally screwed up. The factory mirror. I think I put that in this video. If I didn't, I'll show you again. You can see it's all delaminated and stuff. So we got a really cool new toy, and I've wanted one of these for a couple of years now, and we went and bought this shadow line makes me look like I have a black eye. Here, how about that? That better? All right. This is the Wolf Box rear view camera, mirror camera, the new one, the 900 Tri Pro. So this actually has a front-facing camera, a dash camera, and a rear camera all built into one. Our new head unit, like most head units, has a rear view camera option, which we will probably wire in also. However, these things are awesome. One, you can record video with them. The new one has memory with a SD card that you pop right in it, and then you can download the footage. What's up, Moose? He's having a hissy fit here. What? You gonna put your paws up here so you can see what we're working on? Go ahead. You can do it, old man. There you go. If you're new to the channel, that's Moose, and he is now 10 years old, and unfortunately, with large breeds, they start getting sore and tired, so his back legs don't like supporting him standing up like that no more. So I gotta pick that 100-pound dog up and put him in the truck and take him out of the truck, but I'll do it a million times over as long as he can still come around and work with me and be happy and healthy. So anyways, back to this camera. This thing has all kinds of features, and I think it's going to be awesome to have in the shop truck because, like I said, we're planning on driving this thing an awful lot. This is a royal pain in the butt by yourself, not gonna lie. Trying not to push up too hard on the headliner so I don't crunch it. That side's up. Now let's see if I can get one over here where this goes. All right, that goes there. Grab one of these. All right, it's up, it's holding. Now I gotta get these wires tucked in a manner that works so it's not being held down at all. And I think we're pretty much right where we need to be with everything. Cool. This random guy goes back here, if I recall correctly, like that. That's that one. Now, put this other one here in. I think I might actually get some grab handles for this thing. Get rid of these little block off kits, because this, one of them, the retainer clip here is broken and missing, and I don't really like that. It doesn't look very good. Now we got our visors. So this one first, which isn't going in. Oh, where are you? Let me see if I can push it into place first, like that. I know where it's got to go now. Right there. Come on. There it is. All right. That one's in. Next one. Right there. Come on. There it is. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Now, I dropped one of these screws. So let's find that. Got it. So hard on the knees. Much better with all additional foam, but it's still not enjoyable whatsoever. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. Perfect. The worst part of this reinstall, I tell you right now, is gonna be trying to get these B-pillar upper brackets in, because they were not fun to take out. They're gonna be even worse to get back in. Now we've got these two, which just push in like that. 1, 2, and then this ridiculously long one goes in this back like that. And I'm pretty happy with the fitment. I think we got everything right where it needs to be. Mirror looks good. It's a little big, but you want that because this mirror actually will break and show all 3 cameras at the same time. So it needs to be a little bigger than normal. So that's fine. Now, I believe these guys go back in. So this is where the fun begins. And I have no idea how this is gonna work. Maybe pull that down. I gotta get this up and through somehow, like that. Oh, did it just go? Oh man. Oh, so much better than I thought it was gonna go. And those still work. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. I gotta put visors back in, get the other plastics in, bing bang boom, we're done. Sweet. Before I tackle this radio, now that we got the mirrors done and all the interiors put back in, instead of just setting the box back here and the 2 6x9s, I think I'm going to build a platform across there that's going to be about 8.5 inches wide, so it'll come out to about here. Still be plenty of room for the seat to slide all the way back. Now the dilemma we're running into is we have about 51.25 inches from here to that side, but it's a lot less in this radius here. 51.25. This is basically what the rear setup will look like. Center of truck, 6x9 on each side, kind of angled up and forwards. And even though we can jam this in there and flex the plastic, which I'm not really too keen on, you can see we're at 51.5. So, because I can't just throw things together, what I think I'm gonna do is we'll make our platform out of 2 layers of this 1/2 inch, or I have a piece of 3/4 inch birch plywood, cabinet grade, that we can cut down to. So I might use that instead, because I'm not really worried about weight in this truck. So I might get that sheet, build our platform, and I'm probably gonna make it actually, this box is 8.5 inches. So I believe anyway, let's see. Just a hair under 8.5, about 8 3/8. So I'll probably make this about 9 inches. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna trace this line of the edge of this box and then come in about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch on this side and back, and notch the 6x9 box on both of these. Come in about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 up, cut down the back side, so that this whole speaker box then slides on the face of this, and then we'll just build a new filler plate inside this box, seal it all up, glue it, screw it, nail it, silicone it, spray some bed liner on it, And then this speaker box will actually nestle right into the face of this box on both sides, because I don't want to cut this box up. And the other thing we have to deal with is our speaker wire terminals are right here. So I can still either snake those wires down and in, or I can just put a small notch here and feed the wires right up in through the back, which is probably what I will do. I'll probably just notch this, because you're never going to see any of it. It'll all be hidden. And then this box will slide over the face of that. There'll be a small notch right here. The wires will come up in the back and run through. And then I'll probably keep all of this to the face of that 9 inches. This way there's a little gap at the backside, and it'll also keep it off the plastic and keep it from wanting to rattle, and then anchor this right to the plywood base that we're going to build in there. So little tiny project, throw some speakers in it, just turned into a really big project that I don't have time for, but we're going to do it anyway. That's it. I'm really tired. Look at me. The old man syndrome got the bags under the eyes. HAVOC. I got to fix my log splitter too. Haven't used it in a while. Went and pulled the cord right out of it. So no bueno. So we got to fix that at some point. But let's try and do this today. Let's get this done. All right, back to work. All right, everyone. Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate and love every single one of you. We got a ton of work done on the truck. We brought home the Camaro. Listen, we got a pile of parts here waiting to go on. We have updated the budget list on how much money we've spent on HAVOC, and we have new seats for the truck. We have to fabricate sliding rails and mounts for the new seats. We get the sound system 100% installed. We've already started it. I'm not showing you guys that yet. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of little projects, and we got to button up the interior on this thing. So next week, stick around, stay tuned for it. We're also going racing this weekend. So I have to get Kong ready. We got to check the oil, all the fluids, nut and bolt check. We just put new tires on it, all kinds of stuff. So next week's video, you'll get to see some racing. You'll get to see this custom sound system and seat install in HAVOC. I'm going to try and condense all of that into next Sunday's video. So once again, love you guys, appreciate you. If you made it this far, you're a rock star, and I appreciate it. So remember, nothing stays stock. I'm out, guys.